Hey everybody, it's your Sims here and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back today with the first episode of my new Let's Play series, Finding Hope, and I have been working on this series for a really long time now. It's going to be a much more planned storyline than any of my other LPs on my channel. I am playing a family over on Twitch where I'm doing a whole bunch of storytelling and it's planned to a T, and I wanted to bring a similar vibe to my YouTube channel. So we are starting here with Hope. Hope is the protagonist of the series. Her name is Hope Cartwright, and she is an aspiring medical student. As you guys may have seen in the intro machinima, she has just found out that her boyfriend, her love interest, they weren't official or anything, but he is dead now, and he actually had a wife that he was cheating on with Hope. Hope is a peaceful sim. She doesn't really like drama or anything. She's also shy. She's not like the most social sim ever, but she is also unfaithful. So she doesn't like the drama, but because of that like unfaithful trait, she kind of causes the drama. And Chris was a woohoo lover. He was a daredevil and a frat boy as well. Natalie was Chris's wife, and Natalie kind of knew what was going on, but not like super knew what was going on. Like she had her suspicions. They just kind of butted heads for other reasons as well. So like I said, Hope is a medical student. She is in the medical student career. I will link the mod that I'm using down below. It's super cool. And she is living in this townhouse right now in Brightchester with some of her friends, two of her closest friends. I built this townhouse. I love it. I built it over on stream. I filled it up with clutter and I made it super cozy because I wanted it to give the vibes of, okay, college students live here. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really nice for like college student housing. So Emily Chen is one of Hope's roommates, and she is also a med student. She is super hardworking and studious. Being studious is one of her traits. She is warm-hearted and she is also unforgiving, and that means like if somebody screws her over or something, she's not gonna be one to like just forgive and forget. She unfortunately will hold a grudge, but like she doesn't want to get involved in that drama. Like her focus is school and getting good grades and becoming a doctor. Julissa is very artsy and like she loves experimenting with clothes and makeup and all that stuff, and even though she is also a med student, her hope is to kind of take a different path and become a medical illustrator, which I don't know if that's the thing with the mod, but in our minds that's what we're gonna call it. Okay. So she is an art lover, she's ambitious, and she is outgoing. Oh, Ryan is here. I'll introduce Ryan since he's already here, but let's go ahead and invite him in. This over here is Hope's bedroom. As you guys probably saw this a little bit in the machinima, but it's very simple. She's just got her necessities in here. Like she has her snacks here for studying and everything. She has a candle lit. I just absolutely love like the idea of sitting here and studying late at night and you have this gorgeous view out of the windows. Oh my gosh. So this is actually kind of working with the storyline I was going for. Looks like Ryan and Emily are kind of hitting it off, and they've started a romance without me like specifically doing it. Ryan is another fellow medical student. He is actually Hope's best friend in the entire world. He's one of our neighbors in Brightchester. He also lives off campus, so he lives like down the street. We know he's loyal and judgmental. We'll find out his third trait through gameplay, but the other character who is kind of one of this med student friend group and Hope's not really a rival. Like he is a rival because he always kind of is fighting with her for the top grade in class or like going for the same internships as her, is Oliver. And Oliver, I thought it was funny when they did like meet each other officially in my game. She did get like a dislike sentiment towards him. So I thought that was really on the nose because like they just butt heads so much. Even though it says they're compatible, like they are compatible, but they're just like so similar that they butt heads, you know what I mean? However, because of that similarity, like there has been a little bit of, you know, late night study session turn into flirting, turn into like a little bit of romance. Hope honestly did not want to turn that into something further. Like I said, Ryan is her best friend in the entire world, and he does actually have a crush on her. I mean, like it looks like he has a crush on Emily too, which, you know, interesting. And Emily also does have a crush on Ryan. So there's a little bit of a love triangle going on here. And it looks like there's some flirting going on right in front of Hope, which is also like a little interesting. But you know what? Y'all do you. You guys keep talking. Like I said, Hope is our protagonist. We're mainly going to be playing with Hope, not with anyone else. And why is there a child at our doorbell? Please go away. She is feeling a little hungry. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have her make some food. She'll make some food for everybody. Maybe some fettuccine alfredo. We can make a family size. Yeah, let's. Oh my gosh. Okay. This series is going to be planned, right? Like, I have my storyline and what I want to happen in mind. But, and I said this in one of my tips videos where I was talking about how to create really good lore in your game, I still like to kind of run with what's happening. The Sims can do really goofy, weird things that maybe you don't like necessarily plan. This whole situation going on here, like, I didn't necessarily plan for. I'm gonna run with it. Like, frankly, when I planned this, I'm gonna be real, I didn't plan Emily having a crush on Ryan, but since it's happening, we're gonna play with that, and I think it's gonna make for a really interesting story to see what happens. I don't know why, I just absolutely, like, I love this build so much. It's probably one of my favorite builds I've ever done. Watching them just interact in this house after I spent so much time building it, it truly makes me so happy. Aw, look at this little cute little like classmates dinner, I guess. They do have their, I mean, it's technically their first day of med school tomorrow, so we can say they were all in like their pre-med courses together or something. Why don't we have like a movie night or something? Can we do that? Watch a movie, Roaring Vice with everybody. Unfortunately, as they started watching the movie, Hope has started to feel really sad again because she has less to take her mind off of what happened with Chris. And as they're watching the movie, I'll give you guys a little bit more of a rundown about what happened. So Hope's brother, Ethan, you might have seen him in the relationship panel, is actually in a gang. He is the head of a gang in San Myshuno. Hope does know this, and this gang is actually how she met Chris. Chris was a part of Ethan's gang. She unfortunately was a lot more attached to Chris than Chris was to her. Like, he still honestly really loved his wife, even though like his actions do not show that at all. He would say that he really loved his wife, even though he had a side relationship with Hope. But Hope honestly was holding out hope that he was gonna leave his wife for her, which he kind of like led her on to believe that he would, but he never intended to. Like, he was never going to do that. But now he's dead, and Hope is kind of like left reeling, wondering like, what if he had been alive? You know, in her mind, it's like, yeah, he was gonna leave his wife for me, and now what am I gonna do? I lost the best relationship I've ever had and will probably ever have. Obviously, this is not true. It's all just like her grief talking. That's her mindset right now, and her mindset going into her first day of med school. It looks like everybody is taking themselves to sleep. It looks like, yeah, Jalissa already took herself to sleep, which is good. It is like almost midnight. Let's go ahead and sleep here as well. I am also going to go ahead and auto light the bedrooms. I am going to have Hope sleep through to the morning, and we'll pick up when she wakes up. Hope woke up really, really sad. She's still mourning. Their money is set to 99K. I don't know why. I'm gonna set it down to like 10K. Hope's parents are James and Laura, and they are very rich. Like, they are helping her out with rent for this place. As I mentioned before, it is kind of like extra nice for a university student, so like it's a little bit unrealistic that she would be able to afford it. Her parents are helping her out, and the same goes for Emily and Jalissa. She has her first day of work / med school in about an hour, and all the girls are gonna head off. We will probably see Ryan and Oliver there too. Oh, look at her with her backpack. She like put it on in the shower. But I think she looks so cute. I tried to give them outfits that fit the characters, so like Jalissa's outfits are pretty artsy. Emily's like always kind of put together. That's her personality, and that's how she dresses too. The med school thing is technically a career. It's not part of like the university. If you have the university pack, it's not technically that. I could have them apply to medical school here, and that's like another route to take. I haven't done that obviously, but we don't have to do that with the mod. It's just like an option. The other option is what I did, which was to join a career. I love their outfits that they're automatically in. Oh my god, I love it. I wish that it brought all of them here. I wonder, is there a way we can do it? First, I want to show you guys the school that I built. I built this med school for, I mean, it takes the place of the commons, unfortunately. I added a robotics lab. I thought like they could be working on, oh, this is like running. I thought they could be working on like projects. This is a little med school lab. We have a whole common area over here, including a coffee station. And then like, obviously we have the reception area with vending machines over here. Upstairs, we have the bathrooms, a massive lecture hall, and then a computer lab and a smaller little like kind of a recitation type classroom. You know what I mean? Like for me in university, I used to have lectures and then smaller classes. So I wanted to have a combination of that. I think I can have them do stuff like out and about around here. It's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. I'll figure out how to make it work a little bit better for our purposes. But while we're here, let's go ahead and check off some of our med school tasks. For some reason, Oliver isn't like showing up either. Maybe we can summon him. Let's see. Oh, he's here. He's already here. That's perfect. So he showed up here. Maybe it's because Jalissa and Emily are in our household that they didn't like automatically show up. But Ryan and Oliver, I think, showed up here at the active lot, which is great. In order to fix that, I might just like make them roommates and remove them from my household just so that they actually show up at our school. She's just gonna enjoy her coffee, and she's so freaking sad about Chris, unfortunately, and like she's gonna mourn him for a while because like I said, she was just so in love with him. The next thing we have to do is get food. Can we like hire a vendor? I'll give her this money back as well. A bunch of professors are over here just playing video games, which is just hilarious. I swear Ryan is always feeling flirty. Maybe it's like before a lecture, they're like catching up, exchanging notes, that kind of thing. Because this is mainly an intro part, I'm not gonna play out a lot of the story just yet, but what I do want to do is come up and actually talk to Oliver. Marcus is calling us. Lena Ramirez has asked me out on a date. So Lena is one of the other gang members. You can see her right here. This isn't part of my planned storyline, so I'm gonna see what the game does. But what I really want to do with Oliver is come over here and tell about promotion. Oh my god, so he's already in a bad mood. I love their matching outfits though, because they're wearing matching outfits. She's kind of gonna mock his outfit. Listen, she's feeling sad. She's not gonna handle it the best. She's kind of like taking it out on somebody that she knows she can take it out on, and she's also gonna insult his work ethic because they were like put on a project together. He's like, what is going on? Why are you in a bad mood? And she's like, it's because you're the worst project partner ever. Like, are you joking? But the thing about Oliver is that, listen, he does understand a little bit. He can tell when Hope is going through something, and he is going to ask her, like, what happened? And she's gonna tell him, like, I lost somebody that was really close to me, literally like last night, and it sucks. I don't know how to handle it. She isn't one to open up like this, especially with Oliver. She needs someone to talk to. And this is where you can tell, like, even though they're technically rivals, Oliver and Hope do have a lot in common. And at the end of the day, they're always going to be there for each other in a way that nobody else is going to be there for them. So she's not telling him exactly what her relationship with Chris is, or even like the details about anything, but she is saying, I lost someone close to me and I'm struggling with it. She is also asking him for advice about the situation. Not really in those exact words, but kind of just saying like, I don't know how to cope and I have so much going on with school, like we all do. You know, Oliver, like he hasn't been through that much in his life. Like he's had a very privileged upbringing. He himself doesn't really know how to deal with the situation. But what he does is he's like, okay, all of us are gonna go out tonight after school and we're gonna get you through this. So after school, they've made plans to go out for drinks, go dancing, just kind of get her mind off of it, because like even though that's not the best coping mechanism, that's all Oliver can really offer. And Hope is down. Like she wants to get her mind off of it. Hope is still really struggling. You guys can see she's like actually struggling to get through the day. She hasn't done anything either, which is on me. I will not lie. That is on me. Let's go ahead and get her food. Where the hell is the vendor we hired? We paid $100 for it. Okay, that's fine. Let's get some food from the vending machine. Oh, she wants to become friends with Oliver. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that. So our dad called us, James Cartwright. I think he's just checking up. He probably knows we're at school actually, but he's a very like involved father, and more than anything else, he wants to be proud of his children. And the problem is he's not proud of Ethan at all. his son, he is not proud of him at all. Like, he doesn't even really know what he's up to, but he knows that Hope is in medical school, and like she is basically representing all his hopes for the future, and that's not fair on her, right? Like, it's a lot of pressure. Don't get me wrong, he's very, very supportive, and her mother is also very, very supportive of her. Frankly, they don't know everything that's going on in her life. Like, they didn't know about her and Chris. They don't know anything about her friends. They don't know any of that, but they do know what's going on with school. I am gonna go ahead and leave episode 1 here. This was really an intro to the series. I hope that you're enjoying it so far. Stay tuned for more. Emily and Ryan are like back here. They're just kind of hidden away. I didn't even know they were over. Okay, with that, I'm going to officially leave this part here. In the next part, we're definitely gonna have some drama. We're gonna take everyone for a night out after school. So I will see you guys in the next part. Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to comment your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the story so far. I have so much planned out. Definitely come join us over on Twitch, where I'm telling a story about a family called the Locklears, and we're already almost finished with Generation 1, and it's so much drama, so much going on, and I absolutely love it. So if you guys want to check that out, please feel free to. And with that, I will see you later. Bye guys.
If you're free to run away with me.